What's going on, Coach? Tariq, I hope all is well. Happy Monday to you. I hope all is well. Today I'm going to be talking about level one skills. So I just picked out a couple level one skills. That's forward roll, backwards roll, front walkover, back walkover, cartwheel, and a round off. So the first thing I'll talk about today will be, excuse me, again, will be a forward roll. For forward rolls, what I've noticed throughout my years of coaching is pushing through the toes, grabbing, and also head rolls, and then standing up with the feet together. So for fixing those things, in terms of pushing through the toes, you can do calf raises. You can do rock to your heels, and then go to your toes. So I call those calf rocks. We can do squat jumps. Squat jumps when your feet are together, your hands touch the floor, and you're jumping up as high as possible. Just doing those three things will help you more with pushing through your toes more for your forward roll. In terms of shaping wise, you can do lemon squeezes. For a lemon squeeze, you would start I would say, just laying on your back, and you would literally come in, and you would grab your shins and go into a nice tight ball. If you can do at least, I would say, 50 to 60 lemon squeezes every day, it will help you with the shaping more for your forward roll. It'll help you with your shaping more for your forward roll. But once again, we're talking about level one skills for cheer, just tumbling. If you have any questions about what I'm talking about, please, you can drop it down below. But yeah, so shaping wise, you can do, you can do that. Next up, what was I on? Shaping. So next up, in terms of hand placement, I've watched a lot of athletes do a forward roll, and their hands would sometimes be like this, or like this, or they would have their hands on the ground and it would be crunched up. So if you're doing a forward roll, always make sure that your hands are fully opened up, and they're fully on the ground open. They're not closed like this. Your thumbs aren't in. You're not making a fist, and your hands aren't like this. So just having an athlete understand how their hands are placed on the floor before they attempt the skill, that's a big key. And also keeping your head tucked in as you're rolling over, that's a big key as well. So yeah, in terms of pushing through the toes, I said you can do the calf raises, the calf rocks, and squat jumps. In terms of shaping, lemon squeezes, and that's pretty much it. Backwards rolls now. When you're doing backwards rolls, what I would start with is you can do tuck rocks where you go to your back. Actually, sorry, scratch that. In terms of standing up out of your forward roll, you can do tuck rocks. That's when you rock to your the lower end and the mid of your back. Then you're rocking all the way back with your arms by your ears, and then you stand on up. Just doing that will help with finishing your forward roll. Now, as you're going backwards, you can do tuck rocks as well. It will just help you understand that it will just make you be more aware of just folding back in that direction. So that's another thing you do. But for backwards rolls, I've watched a lot of athletes arch a little bit too much in the back, and their head can be out, so rolling on their head. And as I said before, how the hands are placed. So when you're doing a backwards roll, always make sure that you're rounded out In the core, your chin is placed on your chin. You're staying neutral with your eyes, and then you are rocking to your hands, and then you would then stand up. But in terms of doing the backwards roll, I will start with just a cheese mat first, and depending on how old the athlete is, if they're old enough to understand what's going on, I'd always spot them first, spotting first, and then I would have them do it by themselves. But the thing with backwards rolls, if you have a cheese mat, having a cheese mat is very, very good for the backwards roll. But in terms of doing drills for backwards roll, I would do more of explaining first and then seeing exactly what is wrong, and then I'll go from there. For front walkovers and back walkovers, for that skill, what you can do is work on being more consistent with a stronger bridge, and then also being more consistent with holding a handstand. What I mean by being more consistent with a stronger bridge, you can do bridge ups. You can do a single arm bridge. So you would start on your back and you would try to lift yourself up with one arm. You can do bridge push-ups where you bend your arms, your head goes down to the ground, and you make your arms straight again. You can also do bridge to elbows and then go back to your hand, just working on the upper body strength as much as possible. Excuse me. You can also walk all the way down the floor in the bridge and then walk back and then walk forward and walk back. The awareness of knowing how your body works. That's another big key. And just like I said before, holding a handstand, holding a nice straight body. So aside from holding the handstand, you can do handstand push-ups, handstand taps, things like those. But also what I didn't talk about in my last lives on Instagram or Facebook is stretching is one of the biggest pieces that you need for your front walkover, back walkover, for skills like those, because you want to be able to open up the legs as much as possible for front or back when you're doing these skills, and also for your cartwheel as well. So moving on to the cartwheel, still a strong handstand. I have my athletes do bear crawls. Bear crawls are very big for cartwheels. It just teaches you how to push through your toes more. Talking about level 1 skills, so if you have any questions about level 1, so maybe some other level other than that, maybe you have a tumbling question, feel free to drop it down below, and I'm always here to answer whatever question you may have about tumbling. But yeah, bear crawls are very good. It will help you with pushing through your toes more. Bear crawl circles, it will help with how your hands should be used for your cartwheel. By that point of time, since you've been working on your handstand for so long, a round off shouldn't be that hard because you've worked on how your hands should turn for a cartwheel. For a round off, I would work on we're still working on a strong handstand, we're now working on kicking up to doing a half turn in the handstand. So for your round off, if you have like a cheese mat, and this is you're kicking up, you're starting at lunge position, you would kick up, turn your hands, you would hit that handstand. So lunge, boom, kick up, hands are turning, you would hit that handstand, so your feet would be here, Your back would be facing the my phone. Hands are facing my phone, and then you would keep turning your hands, and you would land in a plank position. So once again, for those who are working on a round off, kick up, boom, turn your hands, squeeze your feet together, and then turn again and land in a plank. From there, you can, in terms of getting your chest up faster, you can do a have like a cheese mat, going up the cheese mat, or have a mat where you're kicking up, and you would land on your knees and with your feet together and being nice and hollow. I'm just talking about level 1 skills for those who struggle with forward rolls, backwards rolls, front walkovers, cartwheels, front walkovers, back walkovers, cartwheels, and round offs. If you have any questions about level 1 skills or maybe some other skill, you can just drop it down below, and I'm always here to answer your question. But yeah, for finishing a round off, finishing with your chest faster, what you can do is if this is the mats, you would kick up, land on your knees, and you'd be facing the other direction. For those who are struggling with their chest being up more and being nice and rounded as they're finishing their round offs, but also you can do handstand snap down rebounds to finish with a stronger rebound for your round offs. That's it for tonight. Level 1 talks about tumbling. We talked about forward rolls, backwards rolls, front walkovers, back walkovers, cartwheels, and then last but not least, the round offs. Please like, please share. Tomorrow night I'll be talking about level 2 skills. I'll just pick out some skills from there, and yeah, that's about it. I will see you guys tomorrow night. Yeah, bye-bye.